Is Tinubu giving the Igbos Biafra they are looking for this year or next year? Let us watch this video and find out what is happening here.
Come back once again. There has now been a very clear declaration and order that Bola Ahmed Tinubu had now given the Igbos the Biafra they have actually sought for. Now, this is exactly what is being stated, and this is actually coming from the decks of the Minister of Works, being Dave Umahi. So many persons who have heard this particular information, which I'm going to be showing you in cool details here, are stating that why is it that Bola Ahmed Tinubu wants to speak to the Igbos? He's actually now speaking through Dave Umahi, or is it that Dave Umahi is not the one coming out to make this statement amid the fact that the Igbos are outrightly against this, are not happy with this government, following the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention? Or is it that Dave Umahi is trying to speak to water the ground for the Igbos so that he will be a solicitor of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's campaign and vote come 2027? Amid that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually been vindicated and he has won, because it is clear that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has started stated it, that the imagination of his people must stop. And that is why you could see that aside the fact that the United States government places this country as a particular country of concern, now the PM, Prime Minister of the Israel country, has now decided to come in to actually vindicate the just, because the marginalization, the Christian genocide and everything that is happening, they have decided to make hay while sunshine. Now, I'm going to be showing you full details what Dave Umahi came out to state, that Tinubu has handed and has given Igbo's dream towards Biafra agitation. And as if that is not enough, what has actually happened. But before I do that, I want you to stay carefully and watch this video and see all the reactions a lot of persons have stated concerning what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing and every marginalization he has faced. And when we come back, I'll exactly show you what Dave Umahi has now stated that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has sent him to come and dish out to Igbos. Watch, and when we come back, we'll continue.
We have done it legally. You people want to change the law when it comes to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What more, Nigerians, can we tell you people? What more, Biafrans, can we tell you people? That a man that did not pass through the 4 walls of law school is quoting the law for the Nigerian judiciary. A man that didn't go through the 4 walls of law school or in anywhere studied law is quoting Nigerian law to them. Bitanyako does not know the law. The federal government lawyer does not know the law. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said, and this is what we're standing on, that the laws of Nigeria is a shrine to injustice and it can never be subjected to it. Any one of you to tell me if there is anybody in Nigeria that can speak the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spoke on the 10th of this month, February, challenging the judiciary because they are all corrupt. Tinubu is a corrupt man. Want to jail my leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I want to remind Tinubu, the certificate forger, the man that the daughter is older than. I want to remind you one thing, that you can never jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not on this earth. You can never jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not on this planet earth. Tinubu, you can never jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because we have given you time. We have given the Nigerian government opportunity to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and all what this man did was to destroy the Nigerian judiciary with the truth. And they are now changing the laws that concern him. We can no longer stand and watch this evil happen before us. If you did not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are saying it openly that Nigeria will be a child's play in the nearest future. We are tired of your shenanigans. We are sick and tired of your manipulations. Igbos are human beings. You cannot continue to subject us to all manner of intimidation in Nigeria. That can never happen again. You kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, brought him to Nigeria to try him on treasonable and whatever charges you brought up against him. This man defeated you in your court, yet you refused to allow him to go. A man that is telling the attorney of federation what their law is, the chief justice of federation what their own law is, quoting the laws of Nigeria to them. What more can you ask of that country? The country is completely gone. You do not have a right. And I repeat, you do not have that right to jail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And this is where we stand. All Biafrans are standing in this very ground to tell you that you don't have the right.
Welcome back once again. You've heard clearly from what they have stated that this is a clear injustice of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is facing. And that is what has led to the point where they are stating that now or never Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Now, hearing the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has now started stating that yes, that he has now issued Biafra to the Igbos as a reality through this Minister of Wars, being Dave Umahi. As you could see on your screen, Dave Umahi came out recently and stated that Tinubu has given Igbos dream Biafra. Umahi insisted. A lot of persons are stating that what is on earth has now led to Dave Umahi speaking on behalf of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Why can't he come out plainly to state it? So other persons are also inquisitive and curious of knowing the details of what he has just stated. As you could see on your screen, the Minister of Works, Dave Umahi, on Wednesday reiterated his assertion that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has delivered to the Igbo people the Biafra they have long sought through full inclusion in national politics, describing 2026 as a year of restoration for the Southeast. Are you seeing it? That it is not clear that he is outrightly stating that for the fact that Bola Tinubu has made him minister, for the fact that Bola Tinubu has approved virtually everything, both the coastal highway and so many things that he will use in embezzling money, that is what has now led him to state that Bola Tinubu has included the Igbo, so there is no need for Biafra agitation. Umahi made the assertion in his New Year message on Wednesday, praising the administration's economic policies and predicting a massive turnaround across all sectors in the coming year. The minister urged the people of the southeastern region to remain steadfast in supporting Bola Tinubu's re-election, arguing that president has provided a form of compensation for decades of neglect and marginalization. When you see these southeastern leaders like Dave Umahi speaking, you begin to ask yourself, is it clear that Dave Umahi is actually his brother's keeper? Because if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in captivity and he was sent to lifetime jail, to lifetime imprisonment in Sokoto prison, and yet his appeal that is going to be elapsing on the 18th day of February 2026 is being delayed so that his appeal will not be adhered, so that Justice James Omotoshaw's judgment will be held. When you now hear Dave Umahi making this statement, you begin to ask yourself, is Dave Umahi outrightly being sold out, or is he trying to rub Peter to paper? He went as far as in his exact word that I expressed optimism that the people of the Southeast region shall rewrite the wrong of 2023 general elections and shall speak loud in unionism in massive votes for Bola Tinubu, who has resolved the criminal marginalization of the region by successive administrations. Our people will never make the mistake of 2023. We shall remain resolute and stand strongly together behind Bola Tinubu being the president in 2027 general election. Ndi Igbo will not be deceived again by marauding politicians who sugarcoat mouths. One of our brothers is already saying that in 2027 he will be on the ballot, but I am here telling Ndibo that President Bola Tinubu will be on the ballot, and once he's on this ballot, all the governors of the Southeast are on the ballot, and myself, the Minister of Works, is also on the ballot, because it is our collective interest to support Bola Tinubu, a man who has reopened our chapter and is massively investing in our future. Indeed, the Biafra is here. Look at what Dave Umahi opened his mouth to say, castigating Peter Obi and co, because he wants to be relevant in Bola Tinubu's administration. This has now drawn the eyebrow. Well, a lot of persons are now stating, and clearly, that Dave Umahi, are you outrightly with your senses for making this particular statement? As if that is not enough. If you're even stating, assuming do not considering that Bola Tinubu has included the Igbos into his administration, what is now happening? Why is it that the southeastern region don't have a seaport, yet they are still being marginalized in Lagos? Look at just recently the businesses over there just got burnt and the rest. Look at the marginalization the Igbos are facing in Lagos, and you are here when there is no seaport in Lagos. Everything is just being centralized in Lagos, and you're here stating that Bola Tinubu has included the Igbos into his administration. How has he done that inclusion? Is it by making you Minister of Works? That got a lot of persons angry, especially the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council. As you could see on your screen, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council went as far as telling the southeastern region in a New Year message, after they listened to the tantamount, silly statement made by Dave Umahi. They went as far as stating that prepare for eventual exit from Nigeria. This is exactly what the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council made as a statement and a clear message in this New Year. And this message is outrightly from the provocation of Dave Umahi's statement and what he stated. Now, in full details, the Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council, being the OIC, has urged the Igbos in Nigeria Southeast region to begin preparations for an eventual exit from Nigeria, citing decades of marginalization, unresolved post-civil war injustice, insecurity, and what is termed in the failure of Nigerian state. The call was contained in a New Year message issued on January 1st, 2026 by the National President of the Ohanaeze Youth Council, being Igboayaka. Igboayaka said in the New Year message should mark a turning point for the Igbo people, stressing that truth must be spoken plainly and without fear. In his exact word, he stated, as we enter a new year, truth must be told plainly and without fear. Igboayaka said, adding that Ndi Igbo have prolonged their suffering in Nigeria like the Jews in Egypt. He urged Igbo people to stop buying in Nigeria and begin preparation mentally, politically, economically, and diplomatically for departure from what he described as a hostile system. And he stated that the described Azimization of Igbo has amounted since 1967 to 1970, even during the Civil War, alleging that the reconciliation program announced by the head of state, being General Yakubu Gowon, amounted to continued punishment of Igbo. He claimed that the post-war period was marked by economic disposition, including the policy of returning. This is exactly what he stated. Now, this is now the reply they had to, tell Dave Umahi. That, are you seeing what is happening? As if that is not enough, are you not here to see that the Israel, Prime Minister has stated it and has declared that he will establish a military base in the southeastern region to enable Israel military to eliminate all the killer terrorists? And this is Prime Minister of Israel making this statement. Why Dave Umahi is over there is soliciting and looking how he is going to sugarcoat and tell the southeastern region to come and vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So the interest of Dave Umahi is just for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to return as president in 2027, so that he will remain as Minister of Works or probably have other portfolios that he will use in embezzling money and funds. And his interest is not over his brother, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, Israel Prime Minister have decided to step in. They have decided to come in, that they will establish a military base that will actually strengthen the security force in the southeastern region. And that is what the Onezindebo Youth Council is actually stating, that look at the injustice, look at the insecurity we are facing. Yet a man who came out to state that this particular marginalization is getting out of hand and is getting unbearable has now been convicted, has now been sentenced to life imprisonment without being delayed. And his bail, his appeal is being delayed. He's been frustrated, he's sent to Sokoto and the rest of it. And you could see, when you just oppose all these things, you find out that Dave Umahi is one of the politicians who have actually made Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to remain where he is today. And it has been clearly stated that on no account should Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agitation, or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's plight or plea should be used as a political tool to be relevant in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration come 2027. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not somebody that you're going to use to be relevant or probably use to sugarcoat so that you have vote from the southeastern region. And this is a message Dave Umahi has been sent to Dave Umahi. So you coming out to state that yes, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has now giving Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra and the Igbos. It is actually not making sense, because you're actually coming from the part in the collateral of Igbos giving vote while he's being relevant. That is what it is. What is your take towards this particular statement and everything that has actually happened? Do you feel Dave Umahi's statement is actually wrong? What is your take on this? React on the comment section. Advise and tell Dave Umahi what he needs to know in the comment section, so you understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be used as a political tool for him to be relevant. As for the establishment of the security outfit from the Prime Minister, is you feel is the welcome development? React on the comment section. Don't forget to share, like, and also hit the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell and click on the like button, so let's get informations promptly when we drop them here. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.
Welcome back, my wonderful people. Please share this video and drop your own opinion in a comment section. Don't forget to follow this page for more updates.